This is why it's so important that we have leaders with such a strong focus, right? Like such a strong manifestation power to have positive influence, right? Like some people might say, oh, they're delusional. They're too, I'm thinking of like, well, I don't want to say, there's like countries that are so happy, and it's like, well, yeah, that's wonderful. Why are we not encouraging everybody to be like that? It's like people underestimate the power of optimism, like looking on the bright side, the power of seeing the good side of things. And it's kind of comical how simple it is in that sense, where it's like, does it feel good to bitch and complain and think of the worst possible scenarios and talk about that and conjure that up more and more and more? Right? Like, the more power we put into the what if in the positive way, the better off we all are. Like, I'm just thinking it's such an exciting time we're living in now, and all the beauty abound and the bliss and the possibilities and the excitement of that. Unlimitless. It's limitless. It's unlimited possibilities. It's truly wide open now to the point where it is overwhelming. And so the fear mongers or the negative sayers who claim to be to warning and everything else are truly contributing to making that negative happen the more they spout it, which it is a fine line, right? Because people are like, well, I don't want to bury my head in the sand either. And it's like, it's amazing how it really can be that simple, that the more power everybody focuses on the good of it, the more wonderful all of our lives will be. And so it does go back to every individual person just going into their own home, meaning their own mind, and clearing up their own thoughts and thinking of the best possible outcome and living in that thought more and more to have it come into reality faster and faster. But it is kind of like everybody has to be on board with that, but they don't. I mean, that's why it's a balancing out system automatically. But I guess it's more maybe for more of the doomsayers or fear mongers to, it is like relax. It is like take a chill pill, because the very thing you're claiming you're warning about and don't want people to worry about or focus on, or you want them to worry about it, you do want them to worry about it, and you do want them to focus on, is the very thing that's going to come to life the more you spout about it and put that fear into people's minds. It's ironic because it's like it's not even the people that are doing the work to bring the things to life that people are scared of. They're just doing what we asked for, easier lives, things to be handled. Get the people who are like, oh, it's going to steal me from my job, and I'm not going to have a point or a purpose or a meaning, and they're evil and they're going to take over. It's like, is that your ego? Sounds like fear. Can you get a hold of it? Can you? Are you worth more than your identity? Can you bust through that illusion and get a grip? Because the more leaders that can do that, to get a grip and calm everybody down and remind everybody of truth and clarity and the simplicity of it, it doesn't take away the work that every individual needs to do by smashing their own ego and opening up their heart, moving from survival to thriving, moving from their ego to their heart, from adapting to evolving. But you can do it in a more sane manner if you can get a grip. Otherwise, they really will live in the world of the scrambling and the fear and everything else. So it's a choice. Everybody has their individual choice. What are you going to focus on? What are you going to do? Are you going to evolve, or are you going to adapt? That's what our ego does. It adapts. So it survives. And if you want to live on that fear and survival of the fear and living in survival, because that's what feels best to you, then that's the world inside you'll live on. But now everybody has a choice, because now everybody can see more clearly. You can choose to wake up and thrive and see the positive and do that work, which is not easy for anybody. Everybody had to go through it. But that ego will scream it's harder and more difficult for you than anybody else. You have it worse. And so the more you hold on to that and hang on to that, oof, it's going to be a bumpy ride. Thanks so much for tuning in and listening. You can now purchase an audio journey with me using the link below.